right, we're live on another The Denver Sports Podcast, TDSP. We're presented by Breckenridge Brewery.
Hell yeah.
You guys know we love our Breck beers here at DNVR. Breckenridge Brewery is the official craft beer of DNVR, beer for any occasion. If you're at a bar, if you're on a podcast.
Or both.
Any occasion. I'm Harrison Wind. Today on TDSP, I got my guy, Ryan Greene, with me.
Your guy, all right. I'm all right with that.
Also got Mitch Carroll over there making his second appearance on TDSP.
Not his guy, but I'm still here.
Guys, we got a lot to talk about today, and I want to start with Vegas.
All right.
Love that.
You just got back from Vegas.
Still recovering from Vegas. Yeah, flew in last night.
You were there with the CU crew, the CSU crew for the conference tournament.
Was I ever? Oh, which also means I was the oldest person on the trip, which is shocking to me.
So it was you, RK, Jake from the Buffs beat, Justin Michael from the Rams beat, and was that it?
Alyssa.
Oh, Alyssa.
And then
Alyssa.
Allie showed up.
Alyssa and Allie.
Legendary.
So
crew.
yeah, you are the oldest person.
Yes. I know.
How old are you? You're 32?
I'm 33.
Oh, you're 33.
Yes. So that was new to me, but no.
How
man,
was it?
It was, bro. Okay, so like, this is gonna sound like an ad, but I have now been to Vegas, I think 6 times in the last 7 months. And I've stayed at Circa for a majority of them. And that place makes it so much easier. It's such a, like, I've been to Marriott's during the entire football season. I've been to Airbnbs during Buff season. Like, Circa is dope. It's just the best showers. They got food downstairs. They got 3 stories of screens, dude. The best showers.
That's important.
It's important. You get it. You never know.
Have you stayed at Circa, Mitch?
Haven't made it yet.
Okay.
Have not made it.
What the hell, dude?
Where
I don't have
have you stayed in
They're not sending rapids to Circa Sports. I'm sorry. I've stayed up and down the strip. Usually we stay down on the far end, so it's like Luxor because it's cheap.
Yeah.
New York,
Near the
New York,
airport.
MGM, Treasure Island. I've stayed at a few times and like it. I've even stayed off strip at like the Orleans. Not that tight. Don't do that. Stick to the strip.
No, Circa's dope though.
Yeah.
It's on Fremont.
They have
which is
great
a
Well, I like
strip,
Fremont too. I
mini
stayed
strip.
there too. Yeah.
If the strip should be like covered like they do. And just have the screens.
I'm into that.
That would be wild.
Yeah.
Also it's really tough to be in Vegas for a work trip for 5 days. Because as you know, it's never just work.
Not with us.
But it's funny, like the max you can stay in Vegas for if you're going for like a guy's trip, for a bachelor party.
Yes.
I think is 2 nights.
2 nights.
2 nights, 3 days, I think is the max. Work trips, usually you can stretch it to 3-4 days.
Yeah.
But it still feels like you have to get out of there when you have to get out of there.
Oh yeah.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I was rooting for CSU and CU to lose, not make it to the championship game. So we'd have to change flights. But let's be real. But no, it was awesome. And then the fact that we did get to stay an extra night and watch CU in the Pac-12 tournament. I mean,
Yeah.
or championship. That's cool. Like championship games are cool. They get big. It really felt tense. I thought it was a great game.
Yeah,
I know CU
doubt.
faltered down the stretch, but I thought it was a really good championship game. But yeah, I think you're probably sick of hearing about work.
No, I want to hear about work. Like, was there a lot of gambling going on?
So not really. There was during Super Bowl week, we stayed at the D on Fremont, and we found, and this may have to become an ALLCITY thing. We found that they have like the old mechanical racehorse machine that you just like put a quarter into like what combo you think is going to win.
Dude, so they have this at MGM too.
Oh, do they?
The
Okay.
horse racing game. Have you
Love
seen
it.
this?
Yes, I've spent a lot of time at
Dude,
the
me
MGM.
too. Me too.
It's a great place to put down a
honestly
pack of heaters.
It's
and-
what I've gambled on the most out of any of
down.
my Vegas trips.
Hands down.
You just bet $1 on like a horse,
Yes.
and then they run around the track.
Then they run. It's so fun, and I don't know why I like that gambling more than like looking at cards and then having just one flip over and I'm done. Like I can't stand that part of like card gambling.
Interaction's key.
Kale,
It feels like a video game. Like it feels like I don't know what it's
I don't know
called.
what to even look up.
like horse gambling game.
Horse gambling quarters.
Horse
So
gambling.
what it
horse
is
race,
you
to the
all
races.
sit around this like fake horse track,
Yes.
And you have like screens that you just bet on. And I mean, the one time I did it, I was at MGM, and I was sitting next to this guy who's betting like $100 on races.
No,
I'm
that's
serious.
way too
He's like 25 on this horse, 25 on this horse, 25 on this horse to place and show. And like, I'm a big horse racing guy too. I love betting on horse races.
Okay.
So I was immediately drawn and gravitated towards this game. But I'm so glad you brought this up.
Yes.
Because I love it.
It's so fun.
I absolutely love
And
it.
they
I found
they're
it.
like
I found
little-
it, Kale.
I got it.
Sigma Derby.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And so they had two machines because the D was kind of old. So they had the old machine where you literally just put a quarter into the slot of the combination of horses you think is going to win. So 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you just put it down the line. They also have the new magnetic new machines. Which
Yeah, this is
not
the one
as
I
cool.
played.
It's $1, but they're like legit horses. I'm like, I was pretty transfixed at how the mechanism of the horses running was actually working. They got magnets under them. It's really fun. But for some reason, maybe it's like the video game element to it, but betting on that was so much more fun than like $5 tables at Golden Nugget.
And so, RIP to the MGM Sigma Derby game.
It's gone.
There's only one left anywhere, and it's on Fremont Street.
There you go.
There were the only two.
Damn, dude.
Anywhere.
I just played this a couple years ago. I can't believe it's not at MGM anymore.
It's because being those only two and the last parts were manufactured 30 years ago. So it's
Wow.
almost impossible to fix if it breaks.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding, man. When I played that at MGM, I was, betting like, I don't know, $5 on a race. This guy next to me, was the equivalent of, the 70-year-old dude at the track who's got the program in his
Yeah,
hand.
hell yeah.
And is just like
That dude rocks.
slinging whiskey all day.
Dude's rock.
And he knows all the jockeys. He knows all the horses.
Damn, guy.
But this guy was, betting hundreds of dollars on every one of these races.
Damn, dude.
I love that.
And the funniest
good for him.
thing, they're so fun,
If you
but it's
can.
just all random.
Right. It was, yeah.
Does the one at Circa have odds too?
Yes, it has
Yeah.
odds. So we were
That's
trying to be
even dumber.
we were trying to
it
we were
makes
trying
it
to game the
even
system because it's so funny. If it's like 8, it just would have the horse combination and then like a number like 8, 32, whatever, and you would get that amount of quarters if you won. But we were trying to okay, they're not always going to do the favorite, so let's just stick to the 3 or 4, and you never ever got the right. It was always just that's when they would throw the
Like
200
any
in.
casino
It was-
game,
right? You're not.
the
gonna
house
win.
has the
The
edge.
house-
Always.
Oh.
House is
God.
always going to win.
Yes. Even if it's fun.
So yeah, but we also started to venture off. This was the first trip that we have started to venture off of Fremont on the other ends. And so, as you know, I don't know if the viewers know, but so Fremont is 3-4 blocks.
Yeah.
Under a screen of roof of just casinos, gift shops, street entertainers. It's my favorite part of Vegas. I think
And
it's
when
just
we
the
do
most fun.
DNVR trips, we're staying at Circa these
Yes.
days, and so we're spending all our time on Fremont. We
Yes.
rarely go to the Strip anymore.
Yeah,
And I
and I haven't missed it at all.
Yeah.
My favorite part.
The Strip is it's
Tired.
It's played out.
Get out.
It's played out.
So what we went a block past where Fremont kind of ends, and we started getting to the dive bars.
Yeah.
And
I've never ventured out.
Oh, it's fun. It gets weird, and then it gets dark, as in no more streetlights. But we stumbled upon this this dive bar, and on the top, RK saw it. It said habanero pickleback shots, and I was like, I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So we were like, all right, well, let's go try it. We walked this far, let's go try it. I don't know. So it's a tequila, and then it's
Well, did you have
it's a
any?
second shot. Yes, I had. So it's a tequila shot followed by what to me was just really spicy ketchup. It was clear liquid. It was clear liquid, and you took it, and it just tasted like really hot spicy ketchup.
But
will say-
allegedly habanero.
It was habanero, and I think the pickle, because it was it helped the shot of tequila, which was not good. But it was a smooth, and then it was just hot, but it tasted like spicy ketchup. And so that, I think we should.
Should we have that at the bar?
Yeah, dude, let's get it at the bar.
sounds
Come
terrible,
on,
actually.
Mitch is gonna do it.
I don't like that.
And then that was across. There's a disco place called Disco Pussy.
Wow.
And
I can imagine.
the sign
Explicit
on
tag
the
on this
front,
episode, let's
the
go.
sign on the front, of course, said "Enter the Puss," which again, like, how do you not?
Oh, wow.
We didn't go in. We didn't.
Wow.
That was a little too much for us. But Jake said he found his favorite Thai food place there on Fremont now, and
Okay.
there's also a really fantastic Evel Knievel pizza place. So, anyways,
Wow.
Summer League should be fun, Harrison.
We got to go to Disco Pussy
Gotta
for
go to
Summer
Disco
League. That's on the to-do list now. I was just trying to think about, I was going back to gambling for a second. You, RK,
Yeah.
Jake, Justin. I'm guessing Alyssa doesn't gamble.
She'll try. She was in on the horses. She's not really
Okay.
into the card games.
I'm going to guess
But-
Allie, also not a gambler.
Not a gambler. She is with me. We go on Fremont and find
So you're not a
Mexican
gambler?
music to. No. I wish I was. If I was, I would be the one always taking like the most insane odds. I would never place a bet on a favorite. Like it just it's not for me. And when I see these guys, they're like up till 4 a.m. right? Like RK and all that.
So I've got to think RK is the biggest gambler.
Biggest
at the
gambler,
company
for
in
sure.
terms of card games like blackjack, craps.
Right, dude.
I mean, you just look at a picture of this guy, you're like, that's a gambler.
That's a gambler, and boy does he.
Yeah.
And so they will stay out till like 4 a.m. on playing blackjack and all that stuff, and they'll be like, yeah, like $140. I'm like, you for 4 a.m. Like I can't, like that's not. I need like $400 to like make the 4 a.m. falling asleep worth it.
Are you a gambler, Mitch?
Oh, yeah.
Card games?
Craps table, generally speaking. I actually had a pretty legendary craps table run. It was the night before Thanksgiving. We had rented out this huge house like out in Henderson. And so it was like a
Damn.
bunch of family. We all went out. And this little old lady was rolling dice. She had no idea what she was doing, which is when you go to the craps table because she's going to roll for like 45 minutes. And I made so much money. Calais Campbell was at the table. NFL guy.
Of course. As one
The
is.
share,
He's also like 6'7"
and this dude,
lineman.
oh god, I forget the actor's name. He's the sheriff's brother in Boardwalk Empire. So like, you know,
Never
relatively okay. Like, yeah, I mean, no, people knew who he was. I kind of recognized him.
Yeah.
But it was a fun table. Made like a good $500 off this one lady rolling. She was walking away
That's
after she
worth it.
lost.
Yeah.
And I just ran up and gave her a huge hug and was like, "You're the greatest. Thank you so much."
Right.
I'll
Mitch spent
stick at
the night in jail.
I will stick at the craps table all night.
Okay.
It is so fun.
Yeah, I was once at I wasn't at the table, but for Summer League, one of the coolest parts of NBA Summer League is you just walk around the Aria and the Cosmo.
Love the
and
Cosmo.
There's just, because those are the two hotels where most of the NBA teams
Oh,
stay.
dude.
And you're just seeing the most random
It's
NBA
like
people
it's like
ever.
Comic-Con for NBA fans.
Yeah.
Like you'll just be like, oh
so
my
dope.
god. It's like it's
And so one time we were just hanging out in like the lobby of the Aria, and this one craps table, I think it was Ty Lue, coach of the Clippers, who's like a notorious gambler. Ty
Love that
Lue.
for him.
Chauncey Billups,
Okay.
I've heard he's a gambler as well.
definitely. Also at
You know,
this
if you
table,
have money, I bet you do gamble. Like at this.
Gary Harris.
Wow.
And there are some other
Gary
guys at
Harris
the
Harris?
table. Yeah.
Damn.
But that's
Gary
what it's
Harris
like walking around Vegas for Summer League.
That
Yeah.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
That is low key one of my favorite parts of Vegas. Not low key, high key. I love seeing like the not that famous person, but notable enough that someone will be
Carrot
like,
Top.
yeah, just someone
Yeah.
who's like, oh, that's random that you're here. Cool.
We saw the.
Do you want a picture? No, not really.
Yeah.
You're not that famous. Like,
We saw the D's Nuts Godding guy on Fremont.
wow.
Yeah, he was just watching one of the live shows.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the guy. And I showed RK, he's
Amazing.
like, that's him. And I guess Spano met him last time. I don't know, but yeah, no, it's a low key.
But I gotta think that RK is the biggest gambler / best gambler on the trip. Like when RK sits down,
Veteran gambler,
When
yeah,
RK
yeah.
sits down on a blackjack table, you're probably like, all right, this guy means business. He just has that.
See
look
you in 2
about him.
hours.
Dude,
yeah.
he's the guy that like does a lap around the tables first to like scope the vibes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of gambling,
So Jake, I have a feeling, is not a good gambler.
he's a new gambler.
Is this on?
Yeah,
it's on.
Yeah, this is all. Yeah.
It was very, very rough this weekend for me. Very rough.
Yeah, I have a feeling Jake he sits down at a blackjack table and might win a hand, but then loses 5 straight.
It was a lot of that. It was a lot of not hitting one leg on parlays.
Hey, leg, it's okay, buddy.
It was
And the other thing that JK and Arcade do is they sports bet. So like we were leaving at like the day of, and they're like, "Oh wait, hang on, we got to go cash in our tickets here real quick before we
Right.
get in the Uber." But again, what better place to do it than Circa?
I did hit on that Avs, the comeback game against the Canucks, though.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
See?
Yeah.
What'd you have? Avs money line?
It was just a basketball parlay with Utah money line and then, or Utah spread and then Avs money line, I think,
Nice.
because they were underdogs that night.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I also have a feeling that Justin is a terrible gambler.
I cannot comment. I do not know. I don't remember seeing Justin go to the table as many times.
Justin,
No.
who covers the Rams for us, is the nicest dude ever.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
definitely the nicest guy at the company.
Easily. Yeah.
But I just can't imagine him gambling.
He hooked me up with some whiskey on his way out, so huge
Yeah.
shout out to J Mike.
No,
J-Mike,
J-Mike kept
you're the
the
man.
trip like relatively affordable for me. He was like, "Yo, let's go here."
He was
instead.
like,
Yeah, he was like,
I
"Dude,
want-
I'll buy
I'm gonna
whiskey
go home at 9
here
o'clock
instead
every
of
night."
the $20 shots."
though.
Yeah. No, it was great. It was great. But yes,
Yeah, the
it's
liquor
just-
store is like a must stop.
But like he
in
was
any
the
Vegas
he was
strip.
definitely the first one out of quarters at the horses, right? Like,
Yes.
It's like
Exactly.
so. But no, shout out J-Mike. We're
Shout
like
out.
6 hours away from heading
I'll
to
see you guys.
Dayton,
I'm gonna do
Ohio.
this soon.
Oh, all right.
All right, we got to hit a break real quick. I want to talk about CU and CSU
Hell yeah.
in the tournament on the other side here. Also got to hit some more topics, including, did you guys see that Stephen A. Smith just hates the Nuggets?
Dude, yes. And it's just Colorado. Yeah, it's mainly Colorado, but
All right, we're gonna talk about that in a second. Bet365. Speaking of gambling, use code DNVR365 to sign up at Bet365. You can bet on every sport, every parlay, every bet you want to do at Bet365 is what we use here at DNVR to bet. They have a couple offers going on right now. You can do a bet and get offer, place a $5 bet or more, get $150 in bonus bets. Or you can do a first bet safety net offer by placing a bet up to $1,000. If your qualifying bet loses, get a match refund and bonus bets. Tons of stuff on Bet365. You can bet the NBA awards. You can
Really?
bet NHL awards. You can do futures, whatever you want. Must be 21 plus, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Also, shout out to Breckenridge Brewery, the official craft beer DNVR. We're drinking some Breck brews on the show
Fun
right
slinger.
now.
Isn't that mine?
Yeah, this is a fun slinger. Absolutely.
got the spring vibes.
Yeah. What's so funny?
He just took my beer.
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't actually drink. It was a stunt.
Oh yeah.
If anyone was watching and saw that, yes, that's it.
If you're local, stop into the bar. We got tons of Breck Brew on tap. If you don't know where to get Breck Brew, check out their beer locator online. Just type in your zip code, shows you exactly where to get Breckenridge Brewery. Breck Brew, the official craft beer of DNVR. All right, back here on the Denver Sports Podcast, presented by Breck Brew. So the reason you were out in Vegas was because of the Pac-12 and Mountain
That's
West
right.
tournaments.
I forgot why I was there, but
It
yes,
wasn't to play that horse
Yeah,
game.
for sure.
To play the fake horse racing.
Yeah, that was.
The only one in existence.
Yeah, the only one. That's apparently on Fremont
That's
Street.
awesome.
It only takes quarters.
Yeah.
What was it like covering tournaments?
So tournament basketball is so fun because it's so hectic. So like, it was just 4 straight days of games, and you start with CSU, and then the next day it's CU and CSU, and then CU and CSU, and CU. It was just so.
And Mountain West was at Thomas and Mack.
Yeah. So
Center,
Mountain West
right?
is at Thomas and Mack. Pac-12 is at T-Mobile, and so it's like literally just you go back and forth between that stuff. And the T-Mobile Arena is dope. Thomas and Mack is cool. It's just like kind of, you can tell they've been there for a while. And they're just off the strip. But T-Mobile is like, you get to like.
I've never been
walk.
to T-Mobile.
Yeah,
Have you been
it's-
to T-Mobile?
It's dope.
No, I stayed right across last time we were there.
The one thing you see when you go to
the
T-Mobile
park.
is like, damn, I need to come here for a Vegas Knights game. Because they have
Really?
like, yes, you can see like all of the setup. You can see like these platforms coming out from the top where they like, I don't know, I forget what they do up there where they have like the night come
I
out
hate the
and
Knights.
stuff like that. But so yeah, if the Avs play there in the playoffs, I'm going to be so happy. No, T-Mobile's really cool. It's in an awesome part, kind of a revamped part of Vegas. There's just a bunch of bars that you walk to and walk up on.
So the park right there we stayed at last time, across from T-Mobile.
Park MGM?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
I've stayed
only
there.
non-smoking, which like I do like to rip heaters at the at the slot machine like any blue-blooded
Yeah, like
American.
any sane
but
person would.
that being
Yeah.
said, it is nice to not have everything smell like a cigarette, and you
Yeah.
can go to the place that smells
I'd
like
say their
cigarettes.
Park MGM's nice.
Yeah.
And then, boy, I tell you what, I would not want to play the CU Buffs right now. They look so good. And I know they lost to Oregon.
Yeah.
But they...
Not a great sign.
Not a great sign, but like...
Oregon looked good, though.
Oregon looked really good. They had the one... And again, when it comes to tournament basketball, I always like the bigger teams because that's just what they do. They're like, give it to the big guy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, minus some of the turnovers that CU had, that game was so winnable. And when Luke O'Brien hit the three, I was like, oh, shit, they did it.
Yeah.
They made the comeback, and now they're going to just take... And they just didn't. They kept turning it over. But, no, I expect both teams to win in the first four here. CSU... I know, I'm a little...
Did you guys think they got screwed by the seeding, or was that what you kind of
No, I think
expected?
CSU finishing they were 7th seed in the Mountain West
Yeah,
tournament.
that hurt.
They had some stumbles late in the season,
Some
so
really
it makes sense for them to finish there. The Buffs, you think making the Pac-12 title after winning 8 in a row, you think you would just get like a 10 seed or something without having to play for it.
Yeah.
If you beat Oregon, you're not in the play-in, so take care of business.
Right.
But at the same time, CU probably got a little more jobs than CSU did.
Yeah, it was kind of like, I think it was the opposite seasons for each. I think CSU started way hot. It
Oh,
was
they were so hot, man.
And then CU was like not really getting it, and then they flipped. I understand, again, it's like, I understand why the Mountain West, while probably one of the better conferences, is not a sexy conference, right? New Mexico, Colorado State, Utah State, Boise State. Like, it's not, like let's be real, this is one of the biggest weeks in television, sports television. They're gonna want the bigger audiences. So I wasn't too surprised that they did not give Mountain West a lot of favorability, but they're in. And
They put 6 Mountain West teams in.
right. So that's what everyone was expecting, was a 6-bid Mountain West, which again, that's a phenomenal year for that conference.
Oh, yeah.
It just seemed like all of them started to get really low. And again,
Well, also I think what
CSU had a play in
happened
10,
was
I'm like,
there
yeah.
were some bid stealers as well.
absolutely.
There
were some wild
if
things going on.
Colorado wins the Pac-12, Oregon probably doesn't make the tournament.
Probably
right?
not. No, because they were a 4 seed coming.
Yeah. And then you had NC State also beating North Carolina. And I was watching that game earlier, and I was like, man, I'm actually getting
I
nervous
know.
for CSU
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
And it turns out CSU was literally the last team in.
No, exactly. Well, when CU met Boise State in the play-in, I was like, uh-oh. That's when I really thought, oh, the Rams are in trouble. now,
Because
it
I
was-
honestly thought that CSU had a better resume than CU.
I think, well, other than the net rating, you're probably right.
CU's
Considering
best win
CSU
on the
beat
season.
CU.
Yeah. Well, CU's best win on the season.
Creighton?
They
Sorry,
beat,
CU?
They beat a 15th ranked Miami team early in the year.
Yeah.
They smoked them in that game. And then it was probably number 22 Washington State in the semis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a tough. I mean, when you kind of zoom out, neither's resume is that impressive.
Yeah.
Right? They both have stumbles. CU getting waxed by Arizona twice is tough. Not even being close, not coming down to a late
I know.
Arizona push or something. They just got dominated.
Yeah.
So maybe if some of those games are closer, if they pick up one more road win here or there, you're not kind of in this crappy seed situation.
100%.
Right.
Although I do have a soft spot for those first 4 games. When I was in California, I was covering Cal Poly for the newspaper out
Okay.
there. They were the 7 seed in the Big West tournament, below 500, below 500 after winning the Big West tournament still. And then they won the 16 play-in seed for the right to get destroyed by Virginia or somebody.
Right.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, dude. No, it's tournament basketball. So, I will say, both teams are really likable.
Yeah.
Stars.
Yeah,
Well,
Isaiah Stevens
relative,
great. KJ Simpson really good. And again, I think both teams have the capability of just being really, really hard to beat over a 4-game span. If they just have it right, they're tough to beat. I would not be surprised if CU is one of the like Sweet 16 teams. I would not be surprised if CSU makes it at least close to playing in the Sweet 16.
Right.
Yeah, it was. So I guess I'm not terribly surprised by the seeding. The play-in was a little surprising, but
So Colorado State's playing Virginia.
yeah.
That's they're both 10 seeds. Then the winner plays Texas, I believe. Colorado State can win this game
Yes.
because Virginia, I mean, if you don't know anything about college hoops, you know that Virginia can never score.
Low scoring, right.
Like-
so just make your shots, you're probably doing
Right,
right.
so they got a chance. Colorado plays Boise State. I don't know much about Boise State.
Boise State's tough, but CU should beat them at least by 10 points. Like I would, that should not be a difficult win for CU, especially since I think CU's motivated. There was that one year where they didn't get in, and they were like, I think they skipped the NIT or something, and they just were not like, they were not having it. Like
There was the one year they didn't get in.
Yeah.
But it was like such a big snub where they weren't even on the bubble or something.
Right. So it's like, and even Tad was like, I've coached worse teams than this one that's made the tournament, and I've coached better teams that haven't made. And so I think that this team, seeing where they were at literally just a month ago, like you were like, oh man, are they going to make the tournament? And now that they're in, I think CU is a pretty motivated group, especially after getting to the Pac-12 championship. I'm curious to see about CSU. I thought, New Mexico, shout out to their fans, it's as loud as I've ever heard Thomas and Mack against CSU. Like,
Well,
it was
they
not
also probably have the
a
thing
neutral
where
site.
at Summer League, half the fans there are Laker fans.
Yeah, right.
Because they
That's
just
what it
drive up
is.
from Vegas. And also
Right.
most basketball fans in Vegas that follow the NBA are Laker fans.
Yeah.
So I got to think it's a similar thing.
So, yeah, but like it was anything but a neutral site when it was CSU New Mexico. I think it definitely played a part. It was just every New Mexico basketball was literally so loud. It was so loud. And so the fact that CSU even came back in that first half and tied it and made it sort of a game there for a second, I was really impressed with. But that was a tough thing to overcome. So maybe at Dayton, Ohio against Virginia, maybe it's going to be a little more of a neutral site. And again, like these Rams, they I think are more built for a Virginia type game than they are trying to outscore another like high scoring team.
Did you guys, did you watch the CU game, Mitch?
Yeah.
What do you think of CU Oregon?
I mean, it was a little disappointing that they couldn't get a stop down low.
Dude, Dante looked like Jokic.
Yeah, Dante was just unstoppable.
No, he looked like
12
Will
to 12.
Chamberlain.
Yeah. No, seriously.
He went, what was it, like 12 of 12 from the field?
And I think if you
and
go
then
back,
had that block at the end.
if you go back to their previous game, I think Tad said that he was 10 of 10.
Right,
So
he hasn't missed in his
22 of
last two
22
games.
Tad,
against
I
CU.
don't love Tad ball. Like, I want them to run just like a little more complex actions.
Dude, okay.
Like, it's just put it to the right wing. Nope, nothing there. Okay, back to the left wing. No post. Okay, back to the right wing. And it's just like you like just run something a little more complicated, right? Give me a 3-man action with Lampkin,
Right.
and De Silva and KJ. Like run anything that gets people moving because the defense is too set all the time against tap ball.
You look at CU, I love their roster. I think
Me too.
Lampkin's a really good big. I think you got Cody Williams, you got Tristan De Silva, KJ. Like that's a good,
They're fun.
healthy 6 or 7, and just you're right. Like it just doesn't seem like it like plays to that kind of like playmaking ability.
Okay, KJ Simpson had 23 points in this final game.
Okay.
He did pretty much all of that in the second half. Dude, run just high pick and roll
Yeah.
for KJ Simpson.
And Lampkin's
He's
good.
so nasty, man. KJ Simpson can score from anywhere. Like every time he pulled up in the second half, I was like, all right, this is it.
Yeah.
He's so good. They just need to center their offense around him more. And I don't get why they were just trying to. I mean, I do get why they were trying to post Lampkin up for the whole game because they got those 2 early fouls on him. But I feel like that took them out of their whole game plan.
Yeah.
Because they were just going to the post. I'm like, give KJ Simpson the ball.
He was making the threes in the
Give
second
him the
half,
ball
too.
and
Yeah.
let him go to work.
I can't wait for
That's what they need to do in the tournament.
I can't wait for Lampkin to be like, you'll see like a clip on SportsCenter when he's playing for like Bayern Munich in Euro League, and you're like, hey, remember Lampkin? That guy was awesome. He's just gonna go be solid
40
vet
and
overseas.
15, yeah.
That's just a random side note, but yeah, get KJ more involved. Run an action that involves some off-ball screens. Like do anything. I mean, Tad ball obviously he just set a program record for wins, so like it does work.
I know, and he's always
But like now that it's
He always
tournament
wins.
time, like
He
let's
wins.
break out the playbook a little bit more.
Yeah,
Like
open it up.
let's get a little weird.
Let's get crazy.
Yeah. Also, it felt to me like Cody Williams is really hurt.
Yeah.
Like he's got to be
He
really
felt like
hurt,
a non-factor in,
can't
especially in
do
that
anything.
Oregon game.
Yeah.
And especially at the end when the game was kind of out of reach, you could see him taking some jump shots to see like, okay, how does this feel? Like maybe I can start doing this.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's gonna be in the tournament. Again, it feels like it's like playoff ball, and that's gonna be a really physical thing. So I just don't know how much he's gonna bring to the table. But what a sixth man to have.
Right.
I mean, I know he may not be full strength, but he has been projected as like #1 overall by a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so if he's coming off the bench and he just does have a good, efficient couple minutes, like that's a great addition. For
Yeah.
them, so.
The fact that he's not really looking like a scorer though,
Yeah.
it
that's tough.
really feels like they don't have a lot of options, and that's why I'm like, if they're gonna make a run, which teams in the first four have made runs before,
It
you
is-
can actually make a Sweet 16, Elite 8 run for sure out of the first four. Teams have done it recently. You need KJ Simpson to just be the dude.
Yeah.
Like you need KJ Simpson going for 30, I think, if you're going to make a run, especially with Cody Williams injured.
100%.
So I would try to get him going as much as possible.
Yep.
Do you think the Rams can make a run?
It's going to be tough. Those first two, Virginia, Texas. Again, Virginia's like, you look at them and you think, well, that's a beatable team. But they
Great
are-
defense, bad
Great
offense.
defense, right. Like
That's
it's,
Virginia.
So, like, I think it's going to be a slog. And I don't know what that's going to do if they do make it and then they go play Texas. I don't know what. Texas just seems like, I don't know, pretty. That feels like what the Michigan game the last time the Rams made would be, where it's like, yeah, I can see a path to victory. But if
Yeah.
Texas wants to play bully ball, they may have them. Because that was my #1 issue with the Rams all year, is that they just don't have like a solid big. I love Patrick Cartier, I love Joel Scott,
Right.
but they're not like if you go up against like a 6'11" center, he's gonna eat. Like he's gonna eat, and so that's what I don't know. We'll see. But again, they're veteran. They're a smart team, and they do have scores. When they're like hitting their shots, they're really tough to like. They just have a lot of options, If Isaiah isn't scoring, they got Nate Clifford. They can go to Joel Scott low. It's they got a lot of options.
Look, good guards can make runs in the tournament, right? Like,
right.
You saw it with Kansas State last year. Like, if a guard catches form, can they go 3 weeks of basketball? Yes. Can Stevens be that guy? Yes.
Yes, he's.
But can the parts around it hold up against
Right,
Texas or Virginia or, it's a tough ask.
Well, and I think, as someone about to go through it, the travel is a lot too. Like they
Yeah.
just found out that they're going to play Virginia, and now they have to like spend a day traveling.
Are you, going
like,
to
going to Dayton?
You're going to Dayton.
Wow.
And then if we
Scenic Dayton.
scenic Dayton, Ohio, and then if they win there, we'll go directly to Charlotte for that first round game against Texas.
So are you not going to the Buff Skip?
I don't know if we are. I don't know if that was planned. Justin's
Oh.
going. I don't think Jake's going to the Buffs. I don't think he's going to Dayton.
Okay.
I mean, I would like to.
Date?
I mean, there's
I've
probably
never been
like
to
a
Dayton.
Never been to Dayton.
there might be like a Deion Sanders anything,
Oh,
right? Why
Well, spring football just started. I think the first practice was today.
that's a good point.
I thought.
All
he
right, Jake, I
may
take
have
back the
showed
joke.
up
I'm sorry.
I thought he may have showed up in Vegas for the championship. I was kind of surprised.
All right, let's hit another break. I want to talk about Stephen A. Smith on the other side.
Are you sure? No.
I think
Let's
we're
turn
going
this
to
mother-
become very anti Stephen A. Smith in Denver.
Good.
Guys, it's a great time to become a DNVR diehard, and I'm glad I get to plug this right now. We're having a takeover here for the Nuggets pretty soon.
Hell yeah.
There's a takeover coming up. I think it's our last one of the year. It's when is this takeover? When is that takeover, Spence? April 6th. It's the last one of the year.
Spence is back there?
I think we have like 20 some odd bus tickets left. They're playing the Hawks,
Okay.
so it's a W.
If I remember correctly, the takeovers have an immaculate like win-loss record.
They do.
Yeah.
It's actually scary how often they win on takeover.
Yes,
nights.
and this is also Avalanche too. Like just
Yeah.
DNVR takeovers are.
Might have something to do with who we're scheduling the takeovers against. I don't know, but
I don't know, man. Hawks in March.
Nuggets Hawks should be
April?
a good win for Denver.
April.
April 6th. thednvr.com. You can check out all our events there. I think we still have like 20 bus tickets or something left, so get on that while you can. They're a great time. You meet at the bar. The bus comes right there.
Right there.
Go on the bus, drink Breck Brew, go to the game.
You
come
never
back to
don't
the
have a
bar.
free beer in your hand. Like it's just like you're
Yeah.
always drinking the free beer with you.
It's so the vibes are so great in here. I usually am here to make sure everybody gets on the
Yes.
bus.
When
Yes.
you do rapid
Sell them a
buses, too.
T-shirt,
Yeah.
whatever. And man, everyone is having a good time. Everyone's saying hi to
Yep.
each other. There's high fives all over the place.
Yep.
It's the best. It's the best.
Absolutely. So sign up for that if you want to, hang with the fellas, hang with Nuggets and Avs fans, and just have a great night. Also, for March Madness, Thursday and Friday, doors open at the bar at 9:30 a.m.
Holy shit.
Uh-oh. I'm not getting any work done.
9:30 a.m. I think games start. When's the first game? Usually
God.
like 10 something.
Yeah, I think so. I think it would be new.
So that's Thursday and Friday if you want to come down to the bar and watch games with us. Bottomless mimosas on weekend mornings. We'll be
shit.
hosting live shows down the bar as well. I think we might be doing like a watch along too. I'm gonna go crazy watching the CU game on the
now I hope
live
they
watch
lose.
along.
They're Tuesday, CU?
CU is Wednesday.
Wednesday.
CSU's Tuesday.
CSU tomorrow night? Oh, man,
Yeah.
we just get college hoops
CSU
all week?
tomorrow.
Literally all week.
CU
Oh my God.
Wednesday, and then
I need a good
first
night's sleep
round
tonight.
Thursday.
Yes.
The real first round Thursday.
Get
Friday.
ready.
Yeah. Also, it's a great time to become a DNVR diehard because if you're a diehard, you get discounts on the events, like discounts to the takeovers, discounts to the tailgates that we do for Broncos seasons, tons of stuff like
Discounts
that.
at the bar.
Discounts at the bar. You get like 20% off your bar tab when you're
Just
here.
show your card, man.
Show your DNVR membership card. You can also read roundtables, diehard content on the site, thednvr.com. So tons of awesome benefits. Go to thednvr.com. It's just $7 a month, and you can become a DNVR diehard. Join the coolest club in town. All right, back here on TDSP. Harrison Wynn. I got Ryan Greene with me, Mitch Carroll as well. I don't know if you guys saw this Stephen A. Smith tweet last night.
Oh, I didn't see this. I thought we were going to the altitude thing that he was talking about.
Well, we can go to that
Okay,
as well.
well-
But this one happened last night
Oh boy.
after the Kyrie Irving game winner. I'm sure everybody saw the Kyrie Irving game winner, the
I have
left-handed runner from the foul line.
I think I was standing right where you are, right now.
Really,
Yeah, I was right there. It was
luckiest
really sad.
shot of the year.
Unbelievable.
Stephen A. Smith tweeted, "That's what Kyrie Irving does: a left-handed floater over Jovic from the free throw line at the buzzer to lift the Mavs over the Nuggets." Here's my question. Because we know Stephen A. Smith has had it out for Denver this year. He had the altitude comment. He said he doesn't want to come to Denver for the playoffs. Was this on purpose?
I have a feeling that I might be a part of this.
He spelled Jokic, Jovic, of course, Nikola Jovic, the player on the Heat, but was this on purpose? What do you think?
I think I actually might be one of the sources for his beef
Oh, here
What?
we go.
with Denver.
Dude, here we go.
I'm not kidding. So me and my buddies made it. Unfortunately, we were at game 2. Not great. But we were first row.
In Denver.
In Denver. We were first row, upper deck, above the ABC
Yeah.
booth.
Right, okay.
Right?
Okay.
And right above it. Great view.
Like where Stephen A. Smith is doing the pregame.
Where the
and
studio
watching the
show
game from.
is. Yeah. It's Greenberg and Jalen and those
Greenberg.
guys, right?
Okay.
They wrap up the pregame show.
Okay.
So tip-off's happening. He gets on his phone and is standing on set looking away from the court for the entire first half until he has to sit down to do the halftime show.
Yeah.
Doesn't watch 1 second. So I take a picture and put it up on Twitter. It's one of the few things that I've ever done well on Twitter that it blew up. And I don't know if he got word of it, but Denver blew up his spot that he doesn't actually watch basketball at basketball games.
Unbelievable.
And so
I'm trying to find your tweet.
it's I can look through it if
Here's
you
the
guys
thing.
want to keep
Find
it.
your
but
tweet and send it to
I will.
Kel.
I
Yeah.
just looked. Stephen A. Smith has never tweeted the name Jovic before that, and he has tweeted Jokic. So I'm going to say it is. I think this
was on purpose.
Much like how Nick Wright leaned into it, I think Stephen A. has seen the blowback from the Denver, coming here and all that stuff and go, okay, fine, I'm going to be the heel and I'll lean into this.
So you know a reason why the ESPN people want the Lakers or Clippers to be good so badly.
So they don't have to leave their studio?
Yes.
In LA? Yeah,
Yes.
of course.
Because what a lot of people don't realize is ESPN studios for NBA Countdown and all those shows are literally across the street.
They're right there.
From the arena
Yes.
where the Lakers and Clippers play. And they just don't want to travel.
No.
That's what this is.
Which is weird because Californians are used to coming to Denver. They love this spot. So I don't understand what the problem is.
Have you found this tweet, Mitch?
No, I don't know. I'm bad at searching on my phone. I'll find it, I promise.
No, Stephen A had Elon scrub it.
How
dude.
much did that tweet blow up?
I mean, it was, a couple hundred likes, something like that.
Okay.
Probably 20 retweets, something like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think
sure
I got,
Wade
like,
got a hold of it. And
I think it was Josh Eberly retweeted it or something, one of those NBA Twitter guys.
Yeah.
But then there was a few people like, yeah, I was sitting near you, I saw the same thing. Oh, I saw the same thing.
It's the same.
I saw it all. And it was like, the fact that, it just blows my mind. You guys watch so much basketball.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I watch an unhealthy amount of the MLS for my role in DNVR Rapids, right? This guy is on
sorry about
ABC, and he didn't watch a second.
That's what I don't
what
get.
phone
Like-
call could be more important than the first half of the finals game you're covering?
That's a book deal? I'm with you. Like, if
What
choosing,
could it be?
if you're choosing to cover basketball or the MLS, like,
Yes.
I assume you like it. Like, I assume you love it enough to where you do want to be a sicko and talk about it for hours every day. Like, so I'm with you. And especially, like, dude, all right. A Hawks game in April, and Stephen A is here, fine, okay, like, whatever, take your call, I don't even care. But, like, the NBA Finals, like, that's where I don't, like...
It's the pinnacle.
I was, right, like, this is like being on a phone call during the Super Bowl. Like, just don't, like, you don't do it. Like, just take 3 hours and not do it. I was just so shocked.
I found the picture I took, and it's...
Send it to Kel.
I will send it to Carroll, but it's Jalen, Wilbon, Greene, they're all Woj. Everyone is watching the game, and Stephen A. Smith is not on set.
Maybe he could have a really important phone call.
Damn, dog.
It's crazy.
Jovic.
But I'll also never forget when I was at Nuggets Lakers Western Conference Finals. So as I was saying, they film NBA Countdown right across the street. Then they walk over to the set or to the game, and they watch the game like in the press seating.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, and then right in front of me, those guys walk over. Stephen A., Malika Andrews, Mike Greenberg, they all walk over and sit down. Jokic got into foul trouble in one of those games. I can't remember if it was game 3 or 4. Mike Greenberg's sitting right in front of me. I swear to God, Jokic picked up, it was either his 4th or 5th foul, and Mike Greenberg turns to everybody and goes, "That's 5. That's 5." like as if everybody
confident?
needed his confirmation
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he
that's
had
fine,
5
man.
fouls and wasn't foul trouble. He goes,
I found the picture someone sent me of the phone call, and I
You
drew an
taking
arrow
a-
of me sitting up there. So I sent that to Kale. It'll show up on the broadcast here. But yeah, that was the phone call in his lavender suit, which I wish I could pull off a lavender suit, by the way.
yeah, he has some good suits. I'll give
He
that
should
to
pull
him.
that off, too. I don't know. There you are.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely a Stephen A. Smith thing.
Anyways, the Stephen A. Smith thing. I do have another beef with Stephen A. Smith.
What's that?
You brought it up. It's my beef with this entire sports. The way every team in town uses this term of altitude,
Yeah.
not elevation.
It's elevation. This motherfucker.
Not elevation. It's elevation. We're not playing on a floating basketball court above the city like a freaking Batman
Called
villain.
altitude sickness. That's
Wait,
what-
so your beef is they call it altitude and not elevation?
Elevation,
Correct. Altitude is above the ground. Elevation is above sea level.
Right.
And it drives me crazy that everyone has just switched the words completely.
Yeah, folks.
It's insane to me.
Semantics, dude. Let's get with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Because the Nuggets are
I will
careful to
continue
say.
this fight alone.
Well, because wasn't the Nuggets hashtag there a while? Elevate? Wasn't there?
Elevate,
Elevate
yes.
was a thing.
It needs to be.
But they
It
do have
was.
altitude sickness before the game.
Whatever.
Should it be elevation sickness, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, all right, okay. There we go.
Unless you get it on a chairlift or something up at a ski resort.
If you're 30,000 feet in an airplane. Altitude. That
Hot
is
air
sickness.
balloon.
That is-
Yeah. Zeppelin, perhaps.
Damn. I hate that you're actually making sense. I don't like that
I've
you
never
make
even
a lot
thought
of sense.
about that.
No one has, obviously, because it's all over this place. Drives me insane.
So you want to redo all the branding around the 5280 to make it say elevation.
Yes, instead of altitude. And I know that ruins like their entire like television station
So
and radio station.
Should the station that broadcast Nugget teams be called elevation?
Oh, Elevation Sports Network.
Elevation
That's it.
Sports
It's
Radio.
a-
See
it's
it?
like-
Still rolls off the tongue.
Damn,
Hey.
guys.
This could be if the new president of Cronky Sports Team and Media Operations is listening. Maybe this is
Maybe this is the standstill. Maybe Comcast is like, you have to change it to Elevation. Okay,
This
we're
could be
not
the-
going to
the
put
this could be the rebrand
incorrectly
that's-
labeled
Kevin
channel.
Demoff. Kevin Demoff, I know you're listening. Just Googled you, who you are. Get to work.
Hey,
I'm sorry. This is something that no one agrees. No one has agreed with me until right now. This is great.
He's making sense.
I mean,
it
I don't know if I
category?
agree with you. Like, it makes sense, but I don't know if we need to rebrand that.
It's just frustrating that we even started wrong. That's what really gets me. Is no one was like, wait a second.
Wait.
We're describing the wrong
It's
thing.
Elevation, right?
Yes.
Oh, this is great.
And then
This
that
is a
Stephen
great
A. even
bill.
used it too. It just makes me so mad. I'm mad about it.
Okay, well, we can come back to Stephen A. sometime later. Did you guys see the Gradey Dick post-game jersey
I did.
swap with Anthony
No
Black?
offense, I love it. I am. Basketball is full of pettiness and like just
This is
dumb,
pettiness?
funny. No. But it's like when I see this, I'm like, it's just funny bullshit. Like it's just because I think Wobe tweeted out like them obviously talking about it and Grady's
Yeah.
like, fuck it. Like, let's do
So
it.
yeah,
And
it seemed so. Grady Dick and Anthony Black did this jersey swap.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the picture there, or you can probably imagine what the two jerseys looked like next to each other, and it looked like Anthony Black. It looked like they were going to be in reverse order from
Yes.
how the picture actually came out. But then it looked like they were in on the joke and switched it, so it said
100%
what
in
you
on the
think.
joke. Yes.
We would not be able to control ourselves if Grady Dick was on the Nuggets. Can you
That'd be
imagine?
so bad.
It would be the worst. Oh my god.
We would have.
can give the DNVR show that.
That's dude.
Can you
oh,
imagine
we
our
would turn-
Nuggets show with Grady Dick
No,
on
yeah,
the
dude.
team?
It would be the Dick NBA show.
We're already as bad as we are with Browntown. Could you imagine Grady Dick on the
I want the D-line merch though. No lies. I
Well,
think it'd be hilarious.
I mean, that is a good
Oh,
point. He
dude.
would have a
Ride
lot
the
of
dick?
different directions to
Right?
go with Grady Dick merch.
We might finally get DNVR underwear.
I mean, this is a good point. This is a good point.
What would the combo Black and Dick, obviously kind of funny. Any other
Yeah.
combination of
Oh, yeah.
Brown Dick? That would be
Wow, Jesus Christ.
Christian Brown and
James Harden.
That'd bring a whole new perspective
Dick
to
Harden. That
Browntown.
would be so good.
Nazir Little.
Dick Harden.
Nasir Little, yeah, it's a tough one.
Little, right?
I hope
Kevin
Nasir
Love?
Little and Grady Dick are not.
Dude, right?
Kobe White.
Love. Oh, would it be Love Dick or Dick Love? I don't know.
So what happened?
Take both
Damn.
pictures just to be safe.
What
No,
happened-
what
happened-
sucks now is this is now going to be like they're going to have other players asking Grady Dick for this type of shit.
But everybody's going to be afraid to take the picture because I don't know if you guys saw.
Oh,
It seems like the Orlando Magic social media person who took this photo may have gotten fired.
oh no way.
Because I actually don't know if this is real or fake, but there was a job posting for it's probably fake. Oh my god. For a social media
Wow.
person with the Magic. But what happened was they posted this picture, then it got taken down.
Well, what are you supposed to do? It's a picture. What was the caption? That may have been a little.
Class of 23.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It was like a super serious.
If it was like once you go black, like it's like.
Don't take a picture with Trey.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
one. That one crosses the
Oh,
line. Yeah.
wow. Getting fired for that?
Yeah. Just don't take a picture with Trey.
Dick move.
Yeah. Dick move.
Dick move right there, dude.
Yeah, it was like class of 2023 because they're both rookies. Super serious caption and then just that picture.
Oh, what a world, dude.
Crazy.
Nick Richards would be funny.
Richard Dick.
Dick.
Yeah.
Dick's
Yeah.
Dick.
Yeah.
Dick's Dick.
Thank I'm glad that worked.
No, I got you.
I was a little
I got
nervous
you.
about that one.
No, we got you.
Yeah, I got you.
Wow.
All right. I think that's all the time we got for today.
Wow.
Oh, the Dick talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was awesome. Wait, your license plate got stolen though.
My
What?
license plate did get
Here?
stolen. I don't know if we were gonna get to
Oh,
that
okay.
or not. Yeah.
All right. That's fine.
We can get to that.
One plate or two?
I mean, just go quick. Just break it down real fast.
Yeah, my license plate got stolen the other day, right off my car.
Can I ask, why would someone steal a license plate? What's the
This happened to me
So
before.
they can
it
put
just
it
one
on
of
a
them?
stolen car, I think.
Was it just one of them?
It was the back license plate, yeah.
Wow.
Because a front license plate is worthless because it doesn't have the tags on it.
Fair.
So yeah, my back
Yeah.
license
Yeah.
plate got stolen right out of our parking lot.
How
the
do
other
you?
day.
I had a shitty roommate who switched our license plates so he wouldn't have to pay to register his car. And I was like, dude, what the hell?
I'm sure the government would
Give me
love
my
that.
license plate back.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. It's gonna get pulled over.
That's literally
Yeah,
that's
so
the
that
definition of
sucked.
fraud.
But now I was scared to put my new license plate on my car, even though I've been parking here for
Yeah.
5 years and it's
Yeah,
never
dude.
happened.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Now I wanna
But
go check
I
my car.
filed a police report and everything, and then I had to go to the DMV, and that took like an hour. But
Did you get Nuggets plates?
no,
Okay.
Wasn't even worth it.
Do you have the new plates, or do you do the old ones again?
the old ones. What are the new ones?
The black
They're
ones.
Just black.
I thought that
Well,
was
there's-
like a special.
Yeah,
It
that was a
was
special
limited.
one,
I
but
think
there's a
they're
new
done.
there's a new like mountain scene one too.
I have seen the mountain scene. Everybody has the
I like the
black
green
plates
mountains.
now, but yeah, I just got the regular ones. I was like so pissed. I'm like, just give me the regular. I don't want to answer any more questions. Just get me out of here. You know. It was only like
that sounds
20.
like a
It was
trip
like
to the DMV.
$10 too. It was nothing, but it was just
Yeah.
spending an hour in the DMV. You know.
That's awesome.
But then I
Take
of
that
course
time
had to get like on Amazon a anti-theft license plate.
ooh, maybe I need to get this now too.
Yeah.
dang.
Because apparently what happened is, I don't know, some dude just walked up, unscrewed it real quick,
Yeah.
and then just took off. And people saw him and everything too. Apparently there's security camera footage of it. I haven't seen it, although I've
Brandon
requested
Spano.
it. But yeah, I have new license plates.
Damn.
It can happen anywhere, to anyone.
Can happen to you. Can happen to you.
Yeah, dude.
But then I
Anti-theft
was
measures.
actually a little worried about putting my plate back on my car. Again,
course.
even though I've parked here for 5 years and it's never happened.
You know how you're supposed to like X-Acto knife the tag?
I have heard that.
Okay, what if you just have to like break the license plate in half or something? It's just, they can only steal
But
one side.
now nobody's stealing my license plate because I got the anti-theft one and I needed like an Allen wrench to screw it in.
I hope they keep coming back and just take it and like there's just 10 Harrison Wind cars running around Denver.
if somebody wanted to steal this one, it would legit take like 20 minutes to get off.
Wow.
Which I would hope by at that point.
So come during playoff time when
Something's going
everyone's
on.
busy in here.
You gotta get an Allen wrench. You gotta get like there's.
It's just like a DNVR.
He's literally telling you
just
how to
like
do it.
trolling Harrison over and over and over again.
Dude, it better not be. It better not be.
Good thing we don't have someone in HR.
Yeah.
Or do we?
Yeah. All right. I think that's all we got.
Cool.
I think so too.
Guys, thanks for hanging out with me on TDSP today.
This was great.
I had a great time.
Couple beers.
Yeah.
Now I get to go watch
You
college
drank
basketball.
2 beers.
I drank 2 beers. I should eat some lunch.
Thanks to Kale for producing. Thanks to everybody watching, tuning in. Throw us a quick like if you can. Leave us a review if you want as well. We'll be back next week. Talk to you guys then.
We all silly like the mayor.